Hi, Brad from footballboost.co.uk, and today I'm unboxing Adidas Football's brand new ACE16 Primeknit. Let's get the boots out of the box and the box out of the way. So Primeknit technology debuted in February 2014 in the form of the Samba Primeknit. The Primeknit 2.0 came out in April 2015, the ACE15 Primeknit came out in September 2015, and now Adidas have dropped the ACE16 Primeknit for the 2016 calendar year. So the ACE16 Primeknit will again be headlined by some of the biggest names in world football, including Mesut Ozil, Manuel Neuer, David De Gea, Ivan Rakitic and Oscar. This time round, Adidas contracted players will have the option of wearing 4 different versions of the ACE, including the standard ACE, ACE Leather, ACE Primeknit and the ACE Laceless Pure Control. So like the ACE15 Primeknit, the 16 Plus is certainly a recognizable template consisting of the Adidas 3 stripes on both sides of the boot. This time around, the Adidas 3 stripes are not featured on the sole. So Adidas have given the new ACE Primeknit a colorway dubbed Solar Green, Shock Pink, Core Black, which is certainly a vibrant and unique design by Adidas, and I guess it's all about personal preference with this design. It's a very modern looking boot. So bringing the boot closer, so we have a closer look at the design. So most of the boot is coloured in the Solar Green, Lime Green colour, very modern looking. The Adidas 3 stripes are coloured in that Shock Pink, which sort of forms a gradient design, moves to black on top of the laces and on the tongue. Onto the other side of the boot, Adidas 3 stripes in that Shock Pink again. On the tongue we have an ACE logo in that Shock Pink colour. Onto the heel we have an Adidas logo in that Shock Pink. Onto the sole, it's pretty much all transparent studs, bar we have a sort of black gradient triangular pattern on the forefoot and toe box. So it's a very modern looking ACE16 Plus if you ask me. I'm sure most of you out there will think it's very modern looking, and it's not really classic compared to the ACE15 Plus launch design. This is black, red and white, very sort of Predator-esque. The new ACE16 Primeknit sort of veers away from the traditional Adidas terminology. So like the standard ACE, the ACE Primeknit is designed for the playmaker who dominates the entire game, offering enhanced ball handling, comfort, fit, stability and control. With the ACE15 Primeknit fitting half a size big, the ACE16 Plus will pretty much fit true to size and should fit the widest of feet. A very universal boot by Adidas. So in terms of tech specs, we're virtually seeing a copy of the ACE15 Primeknit, bar one major difference. Like we saw in the X15 Primeknit, let me just grab it here. Adidas have utilized a compression tongue which has 2 elasticated panels connecting the tongue and the sole together for a more compressed and responsive fit. So the 2 elasticated panels were seen on the X15 Primeknit. They were also seen on the Primeknit 2.0 back in April 2015. It was the first time we saw that, really sort of locking down that midfoot for a very responsive fit. Now the ACE16 Plus has that same sort of technology, merges with the new Tech Fit collar. So the tongue connects with the interweaving laces, so you can customize the compression the way you want it. If you were a player that had a pair of ACE15 Primeknit and thought they were too wide, the new compression tongue in a way makes it perfect for both narrow and wide-footed footballers, a great thing to have in any football boot. So the 2 elasticated materials also merge onto the new Tech Fit collar, which further enhances that compression fit and thus enhancing responsiveness. The collar is not as raised as what you see on Nike's collared boots, it just fits under the ankle. We'll be doing an on-pitch test and review in the coming weeks, so be sure to watch that when that video comes up. The Primeknit upper seen on the standard ACE15 Primeknit is again installed on the ACE16 Plus. It's very soft in hand and much softer than the total skin seen on the standard ACE Solo. This time round, the upper continues onto the heel of the boot for a seamless fit and feel. So on the ACE15 Plus, we had Primeknit going from the toe box to the midfoot, and on from the heel regions featured an additional synthetic material. But this is very seamless. You've got Primeknit from the toe box right to the end of the boot for a really sort of seamless fit. So a synthetic polyurethane layer has been added on top of the Primeknit to waterproof and protect the upper, and a special dotted application dubbed non-stop grip, much like all conditions controlled by Nike, provides all-weather control. It's featured on the entire Primeknit upper. So an external heel counter dubbed the heel stabilizer offers a secure lockdown of the heel into the boot. So the same total control sole is used on the ACE16 Primeknit, use a combination of conical studs and grooves for ultimate control, as well as traction on firm ground surfaces as well as artificial grounds. This is actually the HG hard ground edition, so it can be used on firm ground, it can be used on artificial grounds, especially hard grounds. It's got lots of studs and grooves that can provide really good traction and support under your feet on those hard grounds. So one surprising feature is the My Coach cavity deployed on the sole. Adidas did scrap the training technology on some of their 2014 and 2015 football boots, but they have reintroduced it for their 2016 ACE16 Primeknit. So weight wise, we see roughly 20 grams added to the ACE16 Primeknit, which really won't make a huge difference in terms of performance. 20 grams, 30 grams doesn't really make a big difference when you're wearing the boots on the pitch. So first impressions, I was a fan of the ACE15 Primeknit, and the ACE16 Primeknit is virtually the same football boot. The major improvement over the 15 Primeknit is the compression tongue, which will offer a much more compressed fit, resulting in not just a perfect boot for wide feet, but for narrow-footed footballers as well. So the Primeknit upper, NSG and sole are pretty much copied over from the ACE15 Primeknit. So expect a full on-pitch test and review of the ACE16 Primeknit boots in the coming weeks. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.